Hopefully to stay up. But we gonna hope for the best. Yo, what's up, y'all? This is just another Rockstar Editor walkthrough that I am going to be editing just a bit. Of course, I can't save the photos because, I can't save the photos, but I'm gonna try to make a little bit of editing or a video or whatever for you guys. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm just gonna get in. I just wanted to play around on Rockstar Editor for a bit, and yeah. So let me take a drink of water because I'm thirsty as fuck. And okay, so make sure y'all stay hydrated because it's getting hot. Um, yeah. But like I said, I just wanted to do a little play around on Rockstar Editor because there are a lot of people that are still kind of confused on how to actually use Rockstar Editor. Joker, I did see your shout out. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Joker, I did see your shout out. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm good. I just had to make sure y'all can hear me. But of course, if you've never been to Rockstar Editor, you probably don't know what it looks like. So what you'll do is, of course, you have to go to story mode. And when you get to story mode, you will press your options button, your start button, whatever the F it is. You will scroll over using R1. You will scroll over to where it says Rockstar Editor, which is by the PlayStation Store, which I don't know if anybody actually uses that feature, but then you will see Rockstar Editor there. Let me post and make sure. That we are. I forgot to tell people that I am live right now. I forgot. Shame on me, right? Shame on me. I'm kind of tired today. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm a little bit tired, dog. Live now, baby. Oh shit, I fucked up. Okay. Live now. But, oh, hey. Okay. But, anyway, sorry about that. Um, Anyways, you'll go to Rockstar Editor. This is what it looks like when you first start it up. You will click create a new project and we will create, press X, boom. You will go to add a clip and you see we have a few clips here from when we promoted Stardust up to Prospect. That is what I have in here. When we promoted Bonnie up to Prospect, this is what I have in here. I keep a lot of LDMC videos because I try to eventually make videos out of them. So yeah. Actually, we'll do a little play around on video. I do have a previous video where I did editing photos using Rockstar Editor. I will edit a few photos just to show you what I do, but I'm just gonna start out and show you guys how I usually do videos. When I do videos, I usually edit them here in Rockstar Editor. Like I'll edit the angles, the filters, and all that on here. But when I put it together, I usually use Share Factory. So that's two different apps that I use. And then I try to upload it to YouTube. I download it from my computer and then or from my phone, and then I go from there. So yeah. So this is just a basic video that me and the girls took one day, and of course you see we're all matching, cute, like, you know. But first things first, when I get in the Rockstar Editor and I know I'm gonna create a video, I automatically look for the best starting point. So I'll like scroll it over, and right now I'm using my right analog stick to do all this. So when you use your right analog stick, it fast forwards, it rewinds, it does all that. Okay. So um I am going to pick the best starting point, which seems to be about here. So what I'm going to do is what you want to do when you're like in the middle of the video and you don't want to go all the way back, you can click L1 to go back to the beginning. So L1 puts you back at the beginning of your video, and then hold down L1. Say if you want to start at a certain point, you would hold down L1. That's me holding down L1, and then use your right analog stick to drag the video to where you want it to start at. You know, so then you don't have the extra little stuff before it. So this would actually be my starting point. I always set I go down to transition and always fade in because that's just how I am. Then I'll start adding in my camera angles. So what you want to do is you want to go to cameras. You want to go to free camera because we don't use the game camera. You want to go to free camera, and this basically gives you, and then go down to, my bad, and then go down to edit camera. This gives you free reign to put the camera anywhere you want. If you want to go up, you can shoot up. If you want to shoot down, you can shoot down, left, right, all that stuff. So basically, to control the camera just like this, I'm using my right analog. To control the camera just like this is my left analog. So left analog, right analog. So so the right kind of controls like where you're looking. So if I want to look over there, I'm looking over there, and there's the sun. If I want to look at us, I'm looking at us. But the left analog stick controls where your camera is at. So if I want the camera over here and I want to look that way, or if I want to put the camera here and I want to look at the sun, you know, like it controls where you like the location of your camera. The right analog stick controls what you're looking at, if that makes sense. So I usually just start, since I'm just teaching basics, I don't want to make it too complicated, but one thing I always do is I always use my R2 and my L2 to zoom in and zoom out because oh, actually left does pull in and pull out for you too. I forgot to tell you that. The left analog stick does pull in and pull out. So if I want to go way over there, then I can go a certain amount of, and then it cuts you off. Or you can go all the way back, take it all the way back, boom, you know, and then it lets you do that too for a certain amount, you know, and it'll tell you like when you've reached your range, obviously. But another thing, how I'm going up and down like this is R1 L1. R1 L1 helps you go up and down. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So like I was saying, when I do pictures, videos, whatever I'm doing, I like to zoom in most of the way and then pull back because it really defines the background out here. Like if you just watch the trees and watch that gas tank sign right there, I mean that gas station sign, my bad. If you watch that gas station sign, you can see how much it changes. So let me just go back to what it was originally. It was kind of like this, huh? Yeah. So you see how far away that just kind of looks now back there, but when you zoom in, it brings everything closer, and pull back on your left analog stick, it brings everything closer so all this looks bigger. It makes it look more realistic a little bit, you know? So, that's what I like to do. So, and then usually when I do that, and I'm making a video, I'll do that, boom, 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 whatever, whatever. Then I'll go ahead, I'll get my angle together, which I'm actually not gonna start at this angle. I think I'm gonna start from the, I think I'm gonna start from here, boom. I think I'm gonna start right here. This will be my starting point. I'll get a shot of the bikes. I'll make the camera go this way to show on us, and then I'll try to like, yes, we'll be walking. It'll look cool. I'm gonna try to make it look cool. So, um, like I said, after I do this and I play around with the camera, I get where I want to start at. I will go and edit the footage. So this whole line of stuff is like footage. So all this is pieced together. But when you edit, you have to make sure you put the filters and stuff. I put that on before I start editing, and then I'll change it as needed. But I always put like a basic filter on first, and then change it as needed. So as you can see, you go down to effects. My bad. So you were just at camera. You go down to effects, and then it'll pull up all the effects that are here in the game. You have all these different types of effects that you can go through. There's a bunch. And personal preference, I mean, I don't like to use it. My biggest thing is filter intensity. I don't like to use the filters to its highest intensity. I don't like to use it on 100%. That's just my personal opinion, because I feel like some of the filters are a little bit too much like that. Like, they're just a little bit too much. So, in my opinion, I don't like to use the filters on 100%. I mean, if you find a filter that looks good on 100 and you're like, oh, I want to do it on 100%, more power to you. But for my personal preference, I don't like it. So I usually try to find the best filter that'll fit. Sometimes I'll use thermo right here, or sometimes I'll use glacial right here. It just depends on what I'm feeling, because as you can see, they don't take too much. They make your photos look a little bit more realistic. So I usually drop down my filter intensity to like maybe 20, maybe 15, depending on how harsh it is. Um, I'll usually mess around with these other things like contrast. I'll turn up contrast. Brightness, I don't mess around with too much. And if I do, it's only like a little bit, maybe 5, maybe 1, not a lot. And then sometimes I'll mess with the vignette. Sometimes I'll do high vignette for that black around the edges, or, stuff like that. But I think I'm just gonna mess with my contrast right now until I see what everything else looks like, which doesn't look bad. See, with just that filter, it just makes it a little bit more realistic looking. Like, it gives it, if you want to scroll back in the video and see what I mean, like, it just makes it look different. Like, everything looks a little bit more brighter. Like, it looks like you're actually outside, like, it doesn't look that dusty anymore. Like, without this filter, it did look kind of dusty, let's be real, but everything just looks a little bit better. Like, even the sun, you know what I mean? So yeah, just make sure like you play around with those effects, because you never know what you're really gonna like. Um, but yeah, so I got my starting point. I got my filter on, which is applied to the whole thing, so it'll be on the whole time. And then what I'll do is I'll just set like different. So what you want to do is you want to set different markers on your timeline, and you want to be able to put stuff to those markers. So I'm gonna drag this out a little bit because, like I said, I want to create that sliding effect. I'll edit my camera, and I'm just gonna bring it over this much because you don't want to go right into it like, oh, you want to mark those points, so then it's like, I don't know, when you see it all together you'll understand what I mean. Like it'll just look different when it comes all together. So I'm gonna move my camera just a tad, just so we can see Harley, and then move it back down. Um, and then, yeah. So after that, I'll probably just cut to a back walking scene, um, and go from there. So just working what we have here, or sidewalking actually. I'll probably do the sidewalk. But actually, let me do that now before I try to put anything on it. So I'm gonna pan to the side so that they see like our legs walking. That would be hot. No. So like there. So then they have time to walk by. Boom. Yes. Okay. Bad bitch status. Ah. And another thing, when I usually edit my videos to music. Obviously, I'm not gonna save this, so this is just like trash. But I didn't pick any music for this. But usually, I pick up my music first, and I'll be like, oh, I want to use this song, and then I'll edit my video to what the music is. So if you're ever in a party with me and I'm making a video, you'll hear that song at least a million times before I actually put the video out because I'm constantly playing it back, constantly playing it while I play the video. So yeah. Um so going back to the beginning, so like I said, we're gonna try to move the camera. So what you want to do to try to move your camera, you want to go to blend mode. Blend mode is what's gonna help you blend the tracks together, if that makes sense. So basically, basically when you're here and there's no blend mode, your scenes go like this: cut, it cuts, cut, cut. Instead of cutting like that, when you turn on blend mode, it's going to actually smooth it all together so that it's not just like cut here, cut here, cut here. It's more like, oh, the camera's going to move and we are fluidly moving. So that's when you turn on blend mode, and I usually turn it to smoothing, and you want to make sure blend easing is on. And then I'll usually play it back. Oops. I'll usually play it back a little bit so I can see what it looks like. And as you can see, the camera moves, yes, and that's what we wanted to do. Um, So yeah, I've never tried linear really. I don't really mess with linear. I usually mess with smooth. I only use linear if I really need to. But in this case, I think smooth will have us. So like I said, it'll move the camera. You see how that just looks so clean? Like, yes, bad bitches only, bitch. Bad bitches only. And I'm probably going to add in, oh my god, yeah. I'm in the mood to edit now. I'm probably gonna move this here. Turn on blend mode for this, yes. And see what it looks like. Oh no. Okay, I fucked up. Okay. I fucked up. Okay. Oops. hold on. So when you need to delete a marker, like how I just fucked up, you go to that marker and then you press triangle and it'll delete it out. So this is what I want to do. I want to move this. I want to move this to here. And then I want to see what it looks like. And to move a marker, you hold down L1 and then you can scroll it to where you want it to be. So let me see. It's still a little bit choppy, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not too stressed about it, but when you do it all together, it just looks so. So let me just play it for y'all right quick. Whoa! So usually I always put like a slow-mo on my videos. Like I'll put a slow-mo. I forgot to do that. But usually I'll put a slow-mo on it. 50%, which is the speed right here. It's sometimes I'll do 50, sometimes I'll do 35 depending on what I want the video to look like. Here I'll probably start with 35 and see what it looks like. And then go from there because that was like fast in real time, you know. So yeah, yes. I'll put that 50%. We'll see what it looks like. That just kind of slows it down, you know. Since this is like a small video, it doesn't need to be all at the same, you know, when you're watching walking videos, it's like slow motion walking. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Is make it all like 50% or 35, maybe a little bit too slow, but for now I'll do 50% and go from there. Oops. Let me just tweak it a little bit. And this is what I'll do. Like, I'll just fucking just keep playing the shit and trying to fucking work it out to where I fix it out so that it's not so like fuck, I don't know what the word is. It's so like jerking, like, you know, what the fuck is it? Like fuck, I don't know the word, but I'll like try to make sure like it's not snapping into place. If that makes sense. Like I don't want it to snap into place. I just want it to softly be placed, like the camera to softly place itself. And how I do that is I'll just space the markers out and I'll see where the problem is, and then see, usually it like fixes itself out. So if you just saw that, like the difference it was when this was closer to this to now it being a little bit farther away, it's like, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And sometimes that's what it takes. It just takes time. You really gotta play it like when you try to make a video for Rockstar Editor, it's so complicated. You really have to play around with it so that you figure out like what's working and what's not working, if that makes sense. So yeah, oops. I'm just gonna keep trying to figure this shit out. But this is what I do because this is, see how it's a little bit not, how it's a little bit more smoother instead of like snap into place. It's a little bit more like, okay, you know, that's what we want. That's where the magic happens. So, and then that side shot, you saw that? That side shot? Okay. Look, I get excited when I create stuff because it's like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Yes, you know. And I probably could even back that camera up a little bit more. I'll probably do that. Back that camera out. So then it's like back, 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 back it up. Back, back it up. Hey. Because we want to be able to see faces. And, you know, I'm smoking that cigarette, so I'm fucking cool. But I want to be able to see Harley too, so I'm probably just going to move this camera like this. Boom. So then we can see all of us. Yes, Queens! Yes, Queens! Oh, shit. Oh, man. Ooh, that bitch is in the house, okay? I'm sorry. I have myself up. It makes me feel better. So, oh my god, look at my bad bitch right there looking at the camera like, AK, that's you? Is that you, AK? Look at her. I'm dead, yo. That's a bad bitch. I know you see her. Oh, she got the look. I'm so annoying. Okay, I'll fucking stop being weird. But yeah, so right now I'm just changing the angles. I'm seeing what I like. Um I can't get over how she's looking with that cigarette. Like, yes, bad bitch energy. Okay, come through, mamas. Um, but yeah, I'm just seeing what I like. I'm probably going to change that filter a little bit and make it a little bit brighter because I'm dark as shit and you can't really see my face. But it's okay. Maybe I'll turn that contrast up a little bit. I don't want it to be too drastic. Maybe I'll turn it up to 30. Turn that brightness up to 2. Maybe I'll turn it to 1 so it's not drastic. And then, yes. I might have to say this, upload this. Okay, why'd that bike move? I know y'all saw that bike move. What the fuck is that? I know y'all saw that bike move. I know I'm not tripping. Yes, why is that moving? What the fuck is that? Okay, so that means I need to change before that fucking bike moves. So where's that at? Boom. There's a fucking ghost. I know y'all see that. And it's a Sanctus, so you know some spooky shit is going on. It's okay. I don't fucking know. But my next angle is probably going to be a backwalking shot so that you can see our pretty little patches. And yeah, that'll just be a cut. It's not going to be an actual so it'll just be a cut. It's not going to be a smoothing. So if that makes sense. I'm not going to smooth it into the scene. I'm just going to cut it. So just when I do that, I'm going to make sure that all of this is off so that when we get there, it's just a cut. Boom. You see what I mean? And let me turn this to 50%. Actually, maybe I'll keep that at 100 and I'll move this to 50% to see what that looks like. Boom. I really wish, I don't know, I guess I can't fucking walk straight. Yeah, you see me, I fucked up. I fucked up. I'm fucking dead. It's okay. I can't fucking walk straight, obviously, so Harley's gonna block me a little bit, but it's okay. I'm not tripping. I just need to, actually, I think I'm going to change that angle and just keep it here, even though I fucked up, or I'll keep it here. So even though I fucked up, you know, you still get all of us in. And I'm probably going to make this camera shoot around. See, I come up with ideas just as I go. Like, I don't even make this camera shoot around this way. Zoom it up a little bit and then make it swoop around this way. And then you get a good shot of all three of our patches, like on some bad bitch shit. Hell yes! So, like I said, this is going to, let me look at this, boom. That's none, okay. So, you want to make sure whatever angle you ended with. So, as you can see, we did all this, and then this was like our last. So that cutscene, excuse me, that cutscene of us to the side, you can see, make sure you turn off all that stuff. So if you want to make a cut in the footage, make sure you turn off your blend mode, because what's going to happen is it's just going to keep blending on your clips. So if you want to cut, make sure you turn off blend mode. And then if you want to smooth again, make sure you turn it back on your next marker. So your last marker for whatever scene you're doing, make sure if you wanted to cut, you turn off blend mode. If you wanted to start smoothing again, make sure you turn it back on, because then it's not gonna do it. So, just gonna play around with it. Boom. That's why I do what I do. Like I said, I'm just playing around with some of the things so that it flows together a little bit more smoothly, you know? Yes. So, just a short video. Literally, this video is like maybe 15 seconds. Maybe the amount of time of a Instagram story. And that's about it. So, yeah. I like that smoke you can see coming from my cigarette. That's cool. Um, ooh, and then I'm gonna cut back. So we're done walking. When I drop that cigarette, I'm going to cut back to the forward. So that cigarette's dropping, and we all look like bad bitches. You know. And I wish I could even, like, you know. I'm gonna try something a little bit new for me. I'm going to try to move the camera. Actually, like, zoom it out, you know. If that makes sense. So, so if I do that, cut, boom. Smooth, smooth. It don't look bad, but I don't want it to snap into place like that. That's annoying. I'm like, I forget I even got quiet. I be focusing, y'all. And like, when I focus, I'm not here. Literally. Maybe if I don't make this one so much back, it'll be okay. Yes. Hey. Okay. Okay. I'm annoying. Told her bust it open. She said okay. Oh man. So if I figured it out. Hey. Ooh, that ending look hard. So at the end, I usually put another transition, and I fade it out to black. So yeah, and that would be the end. I need to fix this one, I think. I figured out how to fix it. Look, sometimes you just learn stuff as you go, and I just figured out how to fix this stupid snap into place bullshit. Cause that shit's annoying. I hate when it snaps into place. I be like, why do you keep doing that? Ooh, I might actually save this video and post it. I'm not even lying. I actually might. So, yeah. Change the effects. One, one, one. And what did I say? 30 here? 30, 30, 30. So, yeah, I think my video is cool. So we gonna see what it looks like all together. All together. Actually, let me see how these. So another thing you want to look at is your depth of field. Um, and I'll show you how to look at that right now. Let me just pick the best angle. So this angle. So you see how the wall is kind of blurred out a little bit. Oh Lord, my headset battery low. Let me plug it in right quick. Plug it in before I die. Um, so with the depth of field, you want to look at how. Hold on. So my bad. So you see how the bikes are a little bit blurry and the wall is a little bit blurry? That's your depth of field. So like when you go down, if you want to edit that and you don't like that, you go down to your depth of field, and right now it's always going to be on default, and you want to change it to like custom. You can make custom. You see our legs are blurry now and the background's not blurry, or you can have none at all, which is what this looks like. It's none at all. So you just want to make sure that you play around with that too, because it can enhance or whatever. And what am I saying? It can enhance your video. So yeah, you can play around with that too. And I think I am going to try to do that now as we are out of the frame. Of course. Okay, so no, I don't have to mess around with it then. Okay, I was gonna mess with it, but I'll just leave it as it is for now. But we're gonna see how it looks all together. And usually I'll look at it all together and I'll see what I need to tweak and I'll fix it and go from there. But usually when you do it, it's like okay. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you're like, oh fuck, I fucked this shit up over here, but I don't know. So yeah, okay, good, good. I don't know if I like us walking in at regular speed right there. I think I'm gonna change that. But that ending is so powerful. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I get excited. I get so excited, dude. I love making content. Like, oh my god. Just to see a good, like, when I see a good fucking photo, like, or a good fucking video, I be like, fucking wow, like, that shit's lit. Like, not just mine, but like other people's. When I go in there and I see their content and they have like a bomb ass video or like shit like that, I be like, fucking wow, dude. Like, so amazed. I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna change this and see what it looks like at 50% instead of walking at regular speed and see if I like it. Because I don't know, I prefer slower videos, I think, just because sometimes fast paced videos is just a little bit too fast, and sometimes slow ones really look very cleanly done if you do them correctly. So, it just depends on what you're trying to shoot. Like, if you're doing like a car race or something, I guess that would be regular speed. But like, um, stuff like this where you're just trying to highlight the moment, you can just like slow that shit down, enjoy the moment, drag it out a little bit, you know? So, yeah. Like I said, right now I'm just touching up the video. I'm just making little things that I see. Like, I literally watched the video like 5 million times before I actually put it out there. I'll watch it. I'll make sure everything's really smooth and where it needs to be. And I'll make changes or corrections as needed, and go from there. So, and I think I'm going to actually oops, fucked up. I think I'm gonna actually bring some more of this back in because I don't like how fast that beginning part is. Yeah, I wanted to drag, really drag right there. Especially there, like that pause. I don't like that pause. Like, I don't know if you just saw that, but I think I'm gonna fix that. See if I can fix it actually. Like, what the fuck is that pause? I don't know if y'all see that. Like, I don't know if y'all see that or not, but like, I see that shit and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? Fuck. Oh my gosh, my fucking charger fell out. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can fix that fucking pause. Is this something that I did? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I'll turn that shit to. Let's see. Like, it just really takes a lot of tweaking. So just make sure you really, and then you really gotta have patience for it. You really gotta have a patience for it. Like, ooh, I fixed it. Linear, boom, that was the solution. But you really gotta have patience to edit because like look, I've been into this live like 45 minutes already, and I just barely, like, I'm still trying to figure out tweaks and stuff. Like, I don't feel like I'm finished all the way, and it's been 45 minutes on this live. So, like, you really gotta have patience. And I don't know, usually when I make videos, it takes, depending on the length of the video, it takes me like It takes me like an hour, like maybe an hour and a half, depending on how long the video is and depending on what all I'm editing, like just to put it together. Like this, honestly, this will be probably just one piece of a whole video. You know what I mean? So it's just like, um, it's just having the time and having the patience for it really goes into it. So you just need to make sure that you have all that before you start editing. Because if you're like a rusher and you like to rush through things, it's not going to look good. So just make sure you have the time and you put into it what you want. Because if you don't have that patience and you're going to rush through it, it's going to look like shit. So make sure you have that extra time to put into the video just to make sure that it looks really good and that you really like it. Because you wouldn't put something on if you didn't like it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm probably gonna say this shit because I fucking really like it. And I'm not saying I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm just saying that I didn't think I was gonna use it. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna use it now. I think I'm actually gonna upload this. I haven't done a video in a while, so I think I'll actually use this one and put it in to something. So, yeah, like I said, if you need help editing photos, I do have a video already using Rockstar Editor to make photos. So if you need help doing that, you can find that video on the page. You just have to look for it, and that's where I edited some photos and stuff. But I think I'm gonna save all this shit because I really am about to fucking use this shit, honestly. Yeah, and you can save, just you gotta hold down your, like, you gotta click your touchpad to save whatever changes you like if you wanna save it. Um so yeah, just making sure everything looks clean, everything looks good. Usually I'll be playing music too with the video, but like I said, I didn't pick out any music. Um So this is just a basic short video, and I just made it out of a short clip. This clip isn't even this long. I just used this clip to get photos and turned it into now a video of us walking like some bad bitches because we're cute. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you need help with photos, photos are a little bit easier. I can make a photo in about I can do photos in about 5 minutes maybe, and that's faster. Videos are a little bit longer, so like if you're like, no, I'm not ready for fucking videos, then I mean, photos are still good. I mean, I like to do photos. I would rather do photos than videos. When people be like, hey, make a video, I'm like, fuck no, bitch, because that shit takes time. So, yeah, you really just want to make sure you go back and look at that Rockstar Editor video for photos. And there is where I edit some photos as well. So it's on the page. You just gotta find it, and go from there. But I mean, this is pretty much it of the video. I mean, I'm not gonna add anything else. Um, it looks good to me. Um, Everything looks clean, everything's smooth, every transition is on point. The characters look fine, the lighting is acceptable, like the filters on point. Everything looks good, so I'm happy with what the fuck this looks like right now. Like this just looks like three bad bitches walking, and I'm happy for that. So yeah. So usually what you'll do is you'll go back. Um, It'll say, are you sure you want to return to the timeline? Yes, I do want to return to the timeline. Um, and then you'll go to the project menu. You can save it. You can save the project as LDMC. LDMC, bad bitches, whatever. I don't fucking know. You know. Oops, shit. I can't fucking spell and I can't fucking type, obviously. Bad bitches, yes. Oh shit. I can't put bad. I can't put bad bitches. Oops. My bad. LDMC. Bad. We just gonna put bad. BDD. Boom. And then you can export it. I don't know if I can export it while I'm on this live, but I will surely try. This is, you can save it. It's saving. I don't know if I can export it. Boom. We gonna try though. Oh, it's letting you save it. Yeah. Oh, it's letting me save it. Hey, that's litty, baby. That's litty. Hey. I don't know what song I'm gonna put behind it. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to find the baddest bitch song ever and then put it behind it. I'll probably use some Megan Thee Stallion shit or something. Or some The Baby. I need something sexy. Like, we'll see. I usually figure it out. But yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I've been on this shit for almost an hour, so if you've been watching thus far, I thank you for watching. It's good to have support when I'm talking to myself. So, the video is saved. After this, I will probably take it um to YouTube. I'll share it up on YouTube and then I'll download it to my phone. And then when I download it to my phone, that's where I add the music in. So yeah, I mean, and then I'll post it to the LDMC page. So if you see it on there and you watch me make this whole thing, you get to say, "Oh, I watched AK make this whole video on her live." So yeah, um, that's all I really have. I don't really have anything else. I think I will just leave it at that. One day I'll probably go live again and edit some photos again. Just because that video was a little bit older. Um, and if you have any questions or you need any extra help, just post it in the comments or just message me on Instagram at LDMCAK. I always answer. Or you can just, like I said, put it in the comments. Um, but yeah, that's it. I thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps you, and I can't wait to see your creations with Rockstar Editor as well. Bye!